Well, I'm back after a short little break in 2025. We are kicking off with the best metal albums of 2024. It was an incredible year of metal, and as you know, beside me, I have over 45 albums that were my favorites. That's right. So, to kick off this brand new year of the Jamie Horsley channel, let me know your favorite. Just let me know your favorite metal albums of 2024. This is going to be a very long video, so let me know your favorites, and let's start. So first up is Winter Sun Time 2. Now, wow. This is nothing short of an epic. Winter Sun's ability to create grand cinematic soundscapes is unmatched in my opinion. Though the production may be slightly a little bit polished, this album takes it to new heights. The layers of fucking orchestration combined with blistering guitars and powerful vocals create a overwhelming sense of awe. What I love about this album is how immersive this feels. It feels like stepping into a fucking fantasy world where every song is a new chapter in an epic tale. The balance of heaviness and melody is perfect, incorporating those Asian vibes in some songs like The Way of Fire, Ominous, even Silver Leaves, especially Silver Leaves. So yeah, Winter Sun Time 2. Next up is Wolfenberg. This is such a fantastic album, atmospheric black metal album. I bought this blindly actually online, and I definitely wasn't disappointed. Overall, this is a fantastic album from start to finish. Some great guitar riffs on this, very dark and atmospheric vibe. It's a war-themed black metal album. Wolfenberg, Popresmroti. I can't fucking pronounce that. But yeah, this album is a very good album from start to finish. Just love the atmosphere that builds, and the vocals are so damn good on this. But yeah, Wolfenberg is next. So next up is 200 Stab Wounds. I do apologize that the album cover has been cracked, but you know what? I love my CDs and I love fucking listening to them. But yeah, 200 Stab Wounds. This album is just pure death metal, adrenaline rush. It's fast, aggressive, and doesn't waste a single fucking second. The riffs hit like a freight train and the vocals are absolutely feral. What I love about 200 Stab Wounds is their ability to take the raw intensity of death metal, make it fucking fun without losing any of the brutality. This is the kind of album that makes you want to throw yourself into the mosh pit and let yourself loose. It's a simple, direct, and ridiculously satisfying, a perfect reminder of why death metal is so addictive. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. 200 Stab Wounds. Next up is Axel Rudy Powell and the album Risen Symbol. Oh, well, I'm actually really surprised I got this, but I've been playing this album countless times over the year. This album is pure melodic metal bliss, amazing guitar solos on this. Axel Rudy Powell has a knack for crafting soaring anthemic tracks that feel timeless, and Risen Symbol is no exception. The guitar work is phenomenal, every solo feels like a story of itself, and the vocals are packed with emotion. What I love most is the sheer positivity of the music. Even in its heavier fucking moments, there's an underlying sense of hope and triumph that's impossible to resist. You got like The Darkest Hour, House on Fire, Ankara, so many great songs. It's a kind of album that lifts your spirits and make you feel like anything is possible. So yeah, Axel Rudy Powell, Risen Symbol. Next up is Coffins, Sinister Oath. Oh wow, what an incredible album this is. This album is fucking filthy, crushing slab of death doom that hits all the right spots. Coffins excels at creating music that's slow, heavy, and unapologetically grim. Sinister Oath is the kind of album that makes you feel like it's dragging you into the depths with its massive riffs and guttural vocals, creating an oppressive yet strangely satisfying atmosphere. What I love most is how straightforward it is. It doesn't try to be flashy or overcomplicated. You got songs like Everlasting Spiral, Headless Monarchy, Domains of Black Miasma. Oh, that riff on that is absolutely amazing. It focuses on pure, unrelenting heaviness, and it absolutely delivers. It's the perfect soundtrack for when you want to embrace the darker side of metal. Oh yeah, so Sinister Oath. Next up is Nile's Every Bridge Burning. Holy crap, what an incredible album this is. I didn't think this album is pure, unfiltered rage. Niles takes the intensity of hardcore and grindcore and cracks it up to 11. Didn't think I'd enjoy this album. Didn't think this would make it onto my best albums list. It delivers short, brutal bursts of chaos that leave you breathless. Every Bridge Burning doesn't waste a fucking second. It's fast, aggressive, and relentless, punishing. This is a punishing album. What I love most of how cathartic it feels. It's an outlet of anger and frustration, channeling all of the raw energy into something powerful. It's not an album you listen to passively. It demands your full attention, leaves you feeling like you've been through a fucking storm. It's chaotic in the best possible way. Every Bridge Burning. Well, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, but Linkin Park from Zero. Emily Armstrong's on this, and yeah, this is going back to Linkin Park's roots. While pushing their sound forward, it's packed with raw emotion, catchy hooks, and that perfect blend of heavy and melodic that made them iconic. There's some new metal elements on this. I love Emily Armstrong's vocals. Mike's pretty good as well. What I love about From Zero is how personal it feels. The lyrics are introspective and relatable, and the music feels like it's speaking directly to you. There's some great songs like Two-Face. It's nostalgic in the best way, reminding me of why I fell in love with their music in the first place. But it's also fresh and forward-thinking. It's an album that feels like you're reconnecting with an old friend. I'm so glad Linkin Park from Zero. Yeah, stick a breadstick up your ass if you don't like it. Next up is Flum and Jetsam, I Am the Weapon. This was one of my most surprising albums of the year. The album proves that classic thrash bands still have plenty of fuel in the tank. Flum and Jetsam deliver a powerhouse performance, blending sharp riffs, soaring vocals, and a modern edge that feels fresh without straying from their roots. What I love about this album is its energy. It's fucking energy. It's fast, aggressive, and filled with anthemic moments that make you want to shout along. There's a sense of confidence and a purpose in every track. A new kind of hero, primal, I am the weapon, burn my bridges, gates of hell, running through the fire and black winds with sort of a black metal edge. Oh, I love it. It's clear that the band poured everything they had into this record. It's a reminder that thrash metal is timeless when done with this much passion. It's such a good album. I love the production on it. It's so good. Far beyond the end of my road. Now, believe it or not, this was my first album I purchased in 2024, and I fell in love with it. This album is beautifully melancholic, blending melodic metal with symphonic elements to create a deeply emotional experience. Far Beyond excels at crafting songs that feel both intimate and epic, such as Midwinter, Symphony of Light, Tempest Fugus. Oh, amazing, with lush arrangements and heartfelt performances. The End of My Road is an album that resonates on a personal level. I fucking love it, capturing themes of loss, hope, and perseverance. What I love most is how sincere it feels. It's clear this music comes from a place of such genuine fucking emotion. It's the kind of album that comforts you during like difficult times, but it's also so damn fun. It offers a sense of understanding and connection. This is such a great album. I love it. Should have put this a little bit higher. One album that really surprised me was Vondra, The Way of the Ancients. This is a dystopian sort of concept album, but I absolutely love it. This feels like you're stepping into a dystopian epic world, Volcondra's unique blend of melodic, black metal, and progressive elements is both ambitious and incredibly engaging. The Way of Ancients is filled with like intricate guitar work and soaring melodies, especially in Birth of Nephilim. Maiden of Anguish is such a good song as well. I love it. What I love most is how immersive it is. How immersive it is. It feels like a story unfolding with every track, pulling you deeper into the otherworldly narrative. The music is technical yet accessible, heavy yet melodic, and always exciting. It's a kind of album that sparks your imagination and keeps you hooked from start to finish. This is so damn good. Check it out. Asterized Tale of Wandering Soul. Now, the art cover's not that great, but can I just tell you the music inside is absolutely fucking amazing. This is great. This album is pure bliss. Asterized crafts epic symphonic metal that feels like a soundtrack to an epic fantasy novel. The vocals are fantastic. This at times reminds me of like Stratovarius, Halloween. The soaring melodies, orchestral arrangements, and powerful vocals create a sense of adventure and wonder. This was released in December and I had to actually get it. What I love about this record is how uplifting it feels. It's heavy and dramatic. You got songs like Wicked Dream and Tale of a Wandering Soul, that beautiful ballad, but there's an undeniable sense of hope and triumph woven throughout. It's a kind of album that sweeps you off your feet and carries you to another world. It's so damn fucking good. Whether you're in the mood for intricate storytelling or just need something to inspire you, this record delivers all the time and it's quite an addictive one. Next up is Job for a Cowboy, Moon Healer. Recently discovered this album and I can't believe I didn't put this on Discovery, but I'll tell you what, I was thoroughly impressed. The album is such a triumphant return for Job for a Cowboy, showcasing their evolution while staying true to their roots. The technical precision is outstanding on this. You got songs like Riding Wheels of Phantom and A Sorrow-Filled Moon, The Forever Rot. Oh yeah, this is so good. It's both crushing and intricate, and the vocals hit with an awesome primal intensity. What I love about Moon Healer is its balance. It's heavy and aggressive, but there's also a melodic fucking touch, almost ethereal quality that adds depth. It's clear the band poured everything into this record and feels like a fresh chapter for them. But yeah, Moon Healer. Knocked Loose, You Won't Go Before You're Supposed to. Yeah, I can't believe I really like this album. This album is an absolute blast. It's a gut punch of emotion, aggression. Knocked Loose delivers some of their heaviest and most intense work here with crushing breakdowns and raw heartfelt vocals. What I love about this album is its vulnerability. It's not just heavy for the sake of being heavy. The emotion behind every lyric and every riff by Brian Garris is so good. It feels genuine and it's impossible not to connect with it. It's cathartic in the best way possible. You got special lead vocalists. You got special guests such as Poppy in Suffocate. And even Chris Motionless. God damn it, this album just channels your frustrations and emotion with relentless energy. And it makes you feel seen and understood even in your darkest moments. Absolutely fucking love this album. Go check out Knocked Loose. Nightwish, Yesterwine. Hell yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic album. This album is symphonic metal at its finest of 2024. Nightwish has always excelled at crafting grand cinematic soundscapes. You got songs like An Ocean of Strange Islands, The Ocean of Strange Islands, that witch laugh in that. The Antikyria Mechanism, The Day Of is a song that is actually really growing me. The orchestral arrangements are lush and dynamic, perfectly complementing the heavy guitars and powerful vocals. What I love about this album is its emotional range, its dramatic and larger than life appearance, but it also has moments of quiet introspection that feels deeply fucking personal. It's the kind of music that, sweeps you off your feet and carries you away to another world. It's so good. Every track feels like a piece of a larger story and the sheer passion behind it is undeniable. So yeah, Nightwish, absolutely amazing. Necrophobic in the Twilight Grey. This album is a dark, melodic album. Necrophobic combines black and death metal elements seamlessly, creating a sound that's both ferocious and hauntingly beautiful. Oh, yeah, so many good songs on this. Absolutely love it. Into Twilight Grey is drenched with atmosphere, with icy riffs and eerie melodies that linger long after the music stops. What I love most is how dynamic it is. It's heavy and aggressive, but it has also a sense of elegance that gives it depth. It's a perfect album for when you want to, when you want something that's both brutal and introspective, offering a balance of power and emotion that's hard to find elsewhere. Mirrors of a Thousand Lakes, Cast in Stone, Into Twilight Grey. Oh, so good. Check it out. Next up, we got Psychonaut 4 of Mourning. God damn it, I love it. Psychonaut 4. This album is heartbreak and despair wrapped in beautiful, haunting black metal. Psychonaut 4 has this incredible ability to channel raw emotion into their music, and this record is no fucking exception. The melodies are melancholic, the vocals are torturous at times, and the overall vibe is deeply introspective. What I love about this album is how cathartic it feels. Like, it's not just about wallowing in sadness, but confronting it, embracing it, and this is such a fun fucking album, and ultimately finding some kind of solace in it. Whew, yeah, pretty deep. It's an emotional roller coaster that feels personal, like the band is sharing their darkest moments with you, and they're just really showing the vulnerability. This is what I love about DSPM. I love it. But what makes this album so damn powerful? Necrophobic, Providence is Pure. Okay, so haven't mentioned it, but this was the blind buy as well, and I fell in love with this album. This album is an embodiment of raw, untamed energy with a sense of purpose driving every riff and beats and growl. Providence is Pure is equal parts ferocity and finesse, blending crushing heaviness with moments of melodic clarity that feels like a breath of fresh air in a storm. I'm telling you, this album has so many different sounds to it. What I love most about this record is its intensity. It doesn't hold back, yet there's a precision to the chaos that keeps it from becoming overwhelming. Eagle on the Halls of Stone. Yeah, there's a few covers on this, but it's so damn good. The themes of self-determination and resilience resonate deeply, making this album feel both personal and empowering. It's kind of music that pushes you to rise above challenges, offering an outlet for frustration, a spark of inspiration. The production strikes the perfect balance between rawness and clarity, although one complaint is that some songs do sound louder than others, which is a bit of a problem, but you just turn it up. It's brutal, thoughtful, and utterly captivating. An album that makes you want to hit repeat the moment it ends. Providence is Pure. Next up is Firewind, Stand United. Okay, so Firewind delivers an anthemic power metal excellence on Stand United. This album is packed with soaring melodies, blazing solos, and uplifting choruses that feel larger than life. The energy is infectious and every track is crafted with a sense of purpose and passion. What I do love about this one is how empowering the music feels. It feels the kind of album that lifts your spirits and makes you want to take on the world. Got songs like Stand United. Oh, so good. And then you got Come Undone. Chains is great ballad. The performances are top notch with perfect balance of technical skills and emotional impact. It's a celebration of everything great about power metal, and it never fails to put a smile on my face. Firewind, Stand United. Next up, we got Inquisition, Veneration of Medieval Mysticism and Cosmological Violence. That's a mouthful. This album feels like gazing at the stars through the lens of an ancient mysticism. Inquisition's signature blend of cosmic themes and medieval darkness is on full display here, and it's absolutely mesmerizing. The riffs are hypnotic, the drumming relentless, and the atmosphere dense with mystery. What I love most is how the album takes you on a journey. It feels like traveling through time and space where the celestial and the arcane collide. It's heavy, yes, but it's also meditative, and they do combine a few flashy elements on this. But it's so good, and it's so good in its strange way, and that duality is what keeps me coming back to it. But yeah, this is so good. Surprise, surprise, we've got Natafest Manifestations of War. Now, this is a lot better, in my opinion, than Providence is Pure. Yes, they released 2 albums, and 2 albums that got to my favorites of the year. So, it is a relentless display of raw power and aggression. Manifestations of War doesn't just capture the chaos of conflict, it immerses you in it. The riffs are razor sharp, great atmospheric black metal, the drumming is like machine gun fire, and the vocals feel like a battle cry straight from the depths of fury. What I love most about the album is its ability to channel raw brutality while still maintaining a sense of precision and purpose. It's not just heavy for the sake of being heavy. It's an exploration of the darker side of humanity where rage and despair collide. The themes of war, survival, and inner turmoil are palpable, making every track feel so fucking urgent and impactful. I swear, you listen to this, you feel like you're involved in a huge war. It's a kind of album that demands your full attention, leaves you drained, yet exhilarated by the time it's over. Is a visceral, cathartic experience that keeps you wanting, you want to come back for more. But unfortunately you can't listen to it because you have to actually buy this fucking record. It's not on YouTube. Neither is Providence is Pure. It's not on YouTube. You actually have to buy it. So if you like Natafest, check him out. Next up is Karl Savry. Graveworms, Cadavers, Coffins and Bones. That album cover is absolutely amazing. That's one of the best album covers. One of the best album covers of the year. That's so good. Yeah, so this album is everything I love about old school death metal, filthy, fucking raw and dripping with atmosphere. Karl Savry captures the essence of what made the genre so damn exciting in its early days, but it keeps it fresh and engaging. This album's amazing. The riffs are nasty, the groove's infectious, and the whole thing feels like it was ripped straight from a horror movie. I love it. What I love about Karl Savry is how unapologetically grim it is. There's no polish or pretense, just pure unrelenting death metal with a macabre edge. It's a perfect soundtrack for when you want something visceral and unhinged. Karl Savry, oh, amazing. Black Curse, Burning in Celestial Poison. Holy shit. This album is overwhelming assault on the senses, and I mean that in the best way possible. It's chaotic, dissonant, and terrifyingly heavy, but it's also strangely hypnotic. The layers of sound create this suffocating atmosphere where every riff and vocal seems to swirl around you like a storm. What I love most is how immersive it is. When you listen to it, it feels like you're being dragged into another fucking dimension, one full of darkness and decay. It's not the kind of album you just throw in on the background. You throw on the background. No way. It demands your full attention. And the best part is that every song is amazing. Every listen reveals something new. Whether it's a hidden melody or subtle shift in the chaos. It's brutal, sure. But it's also fantastically crafted. Check it out. Next up is another December album, Afterlapse Pathways. So this album feels like a journey in every sense of the word. It's emotionally dynamic and incredibly well crafted. This Spanish band really kicks goals on this, with each track offering something unique. What I love most about Pathways is how they balance the heaviness and beauty. Got songs like The Shadow People, Clones, Dust to Dust, Wounds of the Past, Turn Into Light is such a beautiful ballad. It's full of intricate riffs and powerful vocals, but also knows when to slow down and let the melodies shine. The themes of self-discovery and growth really hit home for me, making it feel more personal and relatable. It's the kind of album that keeps you hooked from start to finish, with moments that make you stop and think, and others that make you want to turn up the volume all the way up. It's not just great music. It's an experience that stays with you long after it's over. But yeah, Afterlapse, so damn good. Chapel of Disease, Echoes of Light. This album cost me a fortune to get, but I'm so glad I got it. Chapel of Disease continues to push the boundaries of death metal with this album, blending progressive elements and bluesy fucking melodies into their sound. The result is something unique and captivating. Songs like Shallow Nights is so good. Those clean, beautiful vocals. Golden Dust, and Ode to the Conqueror. Oh, so good. It's heavy album. What I love about Echoes of Light is its sense of exploration. It's not afraid to take risks and step outside the typical death metal formula. It reminds me of a bit like something out of Tribulation as well, especially those vocals. It's a journey of contrast, where moments of aggression give way to passages and reflection, creating an emotional depth that sticks with you long after the music ends. So yeah, Chapel of Disease. Next up is Mitochondrion Vetroseptone. This is a double CD, and this is a long fucking album. This album feels like an endless descent into a cosmic chaos. It's brutal, it's technical, abrasive, and unrelenting, yet there's an odd sense of order buried beneath the madness. Mitochondrion releases their first album in 14 years and they create this masterpiece. Holy crap, this is so good. It challenges you both in how it's structured and how it feels. It's not just heavy, it's dense, layered, and cerebral. Listen to it. Feels like exploring a vast, unknowable void. CDs are falling everywhere. A vast void where every sound pushes you further into the fucking darkness. I love how it balances sheer brutality with intricate details and make you want to hit replay just to figure out what you missed the first time. It's exhausting. It's such an exhausting album, but it's so damn good in the best way, leaving you feeling like you've survived something motherfucking mental. But yeah, Mitochondrion Vetroseptone. Next up is Necrot Lifeless Birth. Holy shit. So Necrot Lifeless Birth, there's something so satisfying about how straightforward this album is. Necrot doesn't try to reinvent death metal. They just do it better than almost anyone else, in my opinion. Oh, this is so good. The riffs are addictive, especially modern death metal. The riffs are addictive, the energy is relentless, and the overall vibe is pure old school brutality. It's a kind of album that reminds you of why death metal is such an enduring genre. Songs like Lifeless Birth, Cut to God. Oh my god. What I love most is its simplicity. It's raw, unpolished, and completely unpretentious. It doesn't rely on flashy production or overcomplicated arrangements. Instead, it focuses on what matters raw, power, and undeniable groove. It's impossible not to get caught up in its energy, and it always leaves me grinning. So yeah, Necrot Lifeless Birth. Next up is Tribulation. Holy crap. Tribulation, Sub Rosa Aeternum. So this album feels like wandering through a gothic dreamscape. Tribulation completely changed the sound on this. And this band has a way of blending haunting melodies with heavy riffs that are uniquely their own. And this record takes it to another level. There's an elegance to that sound that I find completely mesmerizing. Every note feels intentional. Every melody filled with fucking emotion. The atmosphere is dark and mysterious, but it's never oppressive. Instead, it feels like you're stepping into another world, one where beauty and darkness are inseparable. What I love most is how immersive this album is. You got songs like Saturn coming down tonight. Oh, Time and the Vivid Awe. Oh, so many good songs on this. Oh my god. Definitely check Tribulation, Sub and Rosa Aeternum. Get lost in something beautiful and melodic. It's amazing. Next up is Aquilus, House of the Black Geminis. Absolutely amazing. This album feels like stepping into like a vivid nightmare. Aquilus has mastered the art of, creating music that's as immersive as it is unsettling. The blend of black metal ferocity with eerie, dreamlike ambience pulls you into a surreal, otherworldly realm. What I love this album is how this album captures the feeling of being trapped in a dream that you can't escape. Dark, disorientating, but strangely captivating. The layers of sound are meticulously crafted with haunting textures that creep up to you between the chaos. It's not just an album, holy shit. It's an experience, and every time I listen to it, it feels like I'm discovering something new hidden in the shadows. Aquilus. Good one, shitface. Spectral Wound. Spectral Wound, Songs of Blood and Mire. Wow, holy crap. This is black metal at its most intense and emotional. Spectral Wound manages to balance ferocity and melody in a way that feels almost cinematic. The atmosphere is cold and unrelenting, yet there's a sense of grandeur that elevates the whole experience. What stands out most to me is how raw and passionate it feels. Every riff, every scream is packed with emotion. This album pulls you in and doesn't let go, and I love how it feels like a journey through both beauty and brutality. So good. Spectral Wound. Mother of Graves, the Period of Absence. Oh, this is Mother of Graves' second studio album. This album is pure melancholic death doom. It's absolutely stunning. Mother of Graves has a way of crafting melodies that are both haunting and beautiful, with an atmosphere that feels like autumn leaves falling in slow fucking motion. The combination of crushing riffs and mournful harmonies create this perfect balance of heaviness and sorrow. What I love most is how emotional it is. It's not just music, it's a feeling. It's a feeling sense of longing and reflection. The self-titled track's amazing, along with Shadow the Visage. Oh, Upon Burden Lands. Yeah. So good, so good. Check out Mother of Graves' Period of Absence. Next up is another album that was released in December, An Axis of Perdition, Abatches. Yeah, this album's amazing. This album is just pure chaos, but in the most calculated and intentional way possible. It's very similar to Aquilus, House of Black Geminis, but this has a more industrialized flair. An Axis of Perdition combines industrial elements with blackened atmospheres to create something truly unsettling. Listening to this feels like descending into decaying urban nightmare, where every sound is sharp, dissonant, and hauntingly mechanical. What I love about this album is how immersive it is. You don't just listen to it, you fucking experience it, especially with those soundtracks. It's claustrophobic and overwhelming, but that's exactly what makes it so fucking compelling. It's not an easy listen, but it's one that stays with you long after it's done. So yeah, An Axis of Perdition, Abatches. Next up is Paysage The Burger. This album is the most sonic equivalent of being lost in a fucking snowstorm. There are 2 discs on this, by the way, and this cost me a fortune to get. But anyway, regard of the price, this album's absolutely amazing. It excels at creating vast immersive soundscapes, and The Burger is no exception. It's raw and lo-fi, but packed with emotion, capturing the beauty and desolation of nature. The long sprawling tracks feels like a journey within themselves, pulling you deep into its icy world with each passing minute. I love how meditative this album is. It's harsh, yes, but there's also a calming, almost hypnotic quality to it. It's perfect for those moments when you want to disconnect from everything and just let the music envelop you. So Paysage there. Yeah, I don't know why. It's like with the Exoptrillium albums, you know? It's like that. Yeah, I don't know why they have this. I don't know why they have this format. Next up is Satanic War Master, Exaltation of Cruelty. Now, this album was also released in December, and wow, this album is raw, unfiltered black metal at its finest. And I'm not kidding you, there's another second disc on this. Oh, shit. There's a second disc on this album. There's a second disc on this record, and I'm gonna tell you that the second disc is more raw than the first disc, than the original album. Holy shit, but I really like the second disc as well. Satanic War Master doesn't try to reinvent the genre. Instead, they refine its core elements and deliver them with unmatched intensity. The riffs are sharp, the atmosphere cold and grim, and the energy completely relentless. This record is very unapologetic. It's pure, uncompromising black metal that stays true to its roots. There's a sense of authenticity here that's rare, and A Dead Rose for a Dying World has one of the best black metal melodies of the year. Holy crap. Every track hits fucking hard. Satanic War Master, Exaltation of Cruelty. I fucking hate that album cover though, it's awful. Aquilus Bellum 2. Aquilus has a way of creating music that feels like a cinematic experience, and Bellum 2 is no exception. The blend of black metal, classical arrangements, and atmospheric passages is absolutely stunning. It's heavy and epic, but also deeply emotional, with moments of beauty that feel almost otherworldly. What I love most is how immersive it is. You can feel the storytelling in every note, like you're stepping into a myth or forgotten world. This album just isn't something to listen to, it's something to reflect to, it's something to feel. Every time I hear it, I'm blown away by its complexity and emotional depth. But yeah, Aquilus Bellum 2, an amazing album. Anti-Inferno, Death's Soliloquy. This album feels like, yeah, I love that album cover. That album cover's amazing. It really is. This album feels like staring into the void and finding beauty within darkness. Anti-Inferno blends melodic black metal and haunting atmospheres, creating melodic black metal with haunting atmospheres, creating a sound that's both devastating and gorgeous. What stands out most to me is the emotional weight. It's not just heavy in sound, but in feeling as well. They incorporate a few heavy metal elements on this as well. The themes of mortality and existentialism hit hard, and the music amplifies that with its sweeping melodies and raw intensity. It's a kind of album that stays with you long after it ends as well, making you reflect on life, death, and everything in between. But yeah, absolutely amazing. Borega, holy shit. Borega continue to master the art of blending progressive elements with black and folk metal on 4. The album feels vast and expansive, with soaring melodies and intricate instrumentation that transport you to breathtaking natural landscapes. What I love is the fucking balance. You got weird songs like Nordic anthems, and they got songs like Summits and Unraveling, The World Lingers and Northward. So many good songs. There's so much good balance on this. There's a richness to the songwriting that keeps me coming back for more with every listen, revealing new layers and details. It's one of those albums that feels like an adventure, carrying you through moments of beauty, melancholy, and triumphant. But yeah, if you want to get all spacey, it's Blood Incantation, Absolute Elsewhere. Yes, I got this album. This album feels like a journey through the cosmos. The Blood Incantation absolutely nailed the blend of death metal heaviness with progressive, dense and ambitious, with intricate songwriting that pushes the boundaries of the genre, such as influencing Pink Floyd moments. What I love most is how the music feels alive. It's constantly shifting, pulling you into different dimensions of sound and atmosphere. It's not just heavy, it's thought-provoking, with themes that make you question humanity's place in the universe. And I can just say, like the message, the song The Message, and that outro on The Message. The outro is amazing. It really is. Every time I listen to it, I'm blown away by the band's ability to craft something so expansive and yet so groundbreaking. This is amazing. Yeah, Blood Incantation. He even died. Blood Incantation, Absolute Elsewhere. Next up is Satan's Kingdom. Holy shit. Heathen Deity. So Heathen Deity. Heathen Deity. This is black metal. So good. It's raw, aggressive, and completely unrelenting. Satan's Kingdom captures the essence of the genre while adding its own unique touch with its own unique touch with riffs that are sharp and melodic enough to stick in your fucking head for days. What I love most about this album is its atmosphere. It's dark, foreboding, and fucking steeped in almost ritualistic energy. This is so good. Fucking Worthless is amazing. Chapel of Filth is such a folky edge song, and I just love those eerie vocals on that song. The Son of Obscurity, Dynasty for Kingdom, Satania Albion with those cool guitars. The production strikes the perfect balance between rawness and clarity, letting the intensity shine without losing the grim aesthetic. It's an album that demands your attention, holy shit, and keeps you hooked from start to fucking finish. Absolutely amazing. Heathen Deity, go check it out if you haven't already. Liber Standarte, La Legion Blanche, that's how you pronounce it, but holy shit. Oh, this album is a masterpiece of raw militant black metal. It's harsh, unrelenting, and so damn catchy, melodic, and doesn't care about being polished, which is exactly why I love it. The riffs cut like icy winds, and the drumming feels like relentless march to war. The atmosphere is cold and oppressive. I've got to say, every single song on this album is catchy as fuck. You'd be singing this, and it's not even English. There's this underlying sense of triumph that makes it powerful rather than depressing. It's a kind of album that puts you in a headspace where you feel invincible, like you could take on anything. The unpolished production only adds to your authenticity, making it feel like something created out of pure passion rather than perfectionism. But yeah, the last song, Ein Volk, ein Reich, you can't help but say, Zig, Heil, Zig, Heil. I mean, the ending's amazing. Every listen leaves me feeling recharged, but I've tapped into something primal and unstoppable. Songs like Battalion d'Amour. How catchy is that chorus? Oh my god. Yeah, check it out. I know it's NSBM, but who gives a fuck? Check it out. Next up is Winterfilth, Imperious Horizon. This album feels like standing on a windswept hill, gazing at the vastness of the land below. Winterfilth masterfully blends atmospheric black metal with folk influences, creating a sound that feels deeply rooted in nature and history. The Imperious Horizon is a journey through grand landscapes and emotional depths, with soaring melodies and anthemic moments that give it a sense of triumph. What I love most is how immersive it is. Songs like The Brimming Fire, Dishonored and Throne. Just so many good songs on this. In the Edge of Tyranny. Yeah, you can almost feel the cold air and hear the echoes of ancient times in every note. It's fantastic black metal. It's a perfect album for introspection and escape, offering beauty within the storm. So good. Check it out. Alright, next up is Jael. Holy crap. Jael. Not Till Ende. Now, this album feels like a journey through a Norwegian forest under a pale moonlight. Jael's ability to blend the raw intensity of traditional black metal and melodic folk-inspired passages makes Not Till Ende truly fucking special. It's cold, atmospheric, and deeply immersive with a timeless quality that feels like it could have been released in the golden era of the 90s black metal. What I love most about this record is how it balances beauty and brutality. It's aggressive but never overwhelming, allowing the melodies to shine through. Every time I listen to it, it feels like stepping into a world. Oh, just so many good songs on this. It feels like stepping into a world that's equal parts harsh and magical. Absolutely amazing. Next up is Nile, The Underground Awaits Us. Or, yes, it's called that. This album is so good. Nile. I can't believe I got Nile on my top list, but Nile combines blistering speed with intricate songwriting, and I'm really enjoy this one now. And it's such a deep fascination with ancient history, and the underworld captures all that perfectly. The sheer intensity of the music is staggering, with riffs and drumming that hit you like a tidal wave. What I love most is the atmosphere. It feels like being transported to a forgotten time and place where mythology and reality collide. You got songs like Chapters for Not Being Hung Upside Down on the Stake in the Underworld and Made to Eat Feces by the Four Apes. Oh, so good. Then you got the To Strike with Secret Fang, that short. Oh, Overlords of the Black Earth. This is so good. So many good songs on this one. I love it. Judas Priest, Invincible Shield. Judas Priest proves once again that they're metal legends with Invincible Shield. The album is packed with powerful riffs, soaring vocals, and just an unshakable energy that feels as fresh as ever. It's a celebration of like fucking everything that makes heavy metal great, from its anthemic choruses to its larger than life attitude. Oh, this album's amazing. What I love most is the confidence in every track. It's clear the band is still having fun. Got songs like Panic Attack, Crown of Horns, Trial by Fire, Escape from Reality. Yeah, so many good songs. This album reminds me of why Judas Priest has endured for so long. They're masters of their craft and they never fail to fucking deliver. So damn good. Is Molder. Catastrophic Reconfiguration. This album is a perfect slice of old school death metal with a modern twist. Molder delivers riffs that are dirty, heavy, and impossible not to headbang. Catastrophic Reconfiguration has a raw energy that captures the spirit of early death metal, but it doesn't feel like a throwback. It's fresh, exciting, and full of life. What I love most is the sheer fun of it. You can tell the band had a blast making the record, and that enthusiasm is infectious and brutal and straightforward, but it's also incredibly satisfying, reminding me of why I love this genre so much. But Molder, Catastrophic Reconfiguration, is absolutely amazing. Canan Fieber der Catastrophe. Holy shit, what an incredible album. This album is haunting, intense exploration of war and its horrors. Canan Fieber blends raw black metal with atmospheric and historical storytelling, creating a sound that is harrowing as it is captivating. The Catastrophe is unrelenting in its darkness, but it also has a sense of purpose that makes it, and makes it deeply moving. What I love about this album is its ability to balance aggression with emotion. It's brutal, yes, but it also makes you reflect on the human cost of conflict. It's powerful and unforgettable. It's such a great listening experience, one that stays with you long after the music ends. Canan Fieber, Der Catastrophe. Next up is Dark Fury, Shoot to Kill. Yeah, this album is pure, unrelenting aggression from start to finish. Shoot to Kill delivers blistering fucking riffs, pounding drums, and raw venomous vocals that embody the darker, more primal side of black metal. What I love most about this album is the record is so unapologetic energy. It's unapologetic energy. It doesn't hold back or try to cater to anyone. It's raw, ferocious, and completely focused, like a shot of adrenaline straight to the system. The intensity is relentless, but there's a precision to the chaos that makes it feel, deliberate rather than overwhelming. It's, there's so many good songs on this, like Don't I Have the Right to Take Revenge? So good. Shoot to Kill. I love how prominent that percussion is on this. Like the bass drum, you can hear the bass drum so damn prominent on this. It's heavy, direct, and cathartic. It's not just music, it's a call to arms, a soundtrack for channeling pure determination and defiance. Dark Fury, Shoot to Kill. Flesh God Apocalypse, Opera, is at the most ambitious, combining symphonic grandeur with relentless death metal brutality in a way that feels larger than life. This album is truly a spectacle with orchestral arrangements that wouldn't be out of place in a grand opera house and death metal that hits like a storm. The juxtaposition of those two worlds creates something entirely unique, a blend of elegance and aggression that's both overwhelming and captivating. What stands out most to me is the sheer scale of music. Every track feels meticulously composed with layers upon layers of sound that invite to dive deeper with every listen. The orchestral parts are lush and cinematic, creating a sense of drama and tension, while the metal elements are sharp. You got songs like I Can Never Die, Pendulum, Blood Cloak, Matricide, August 21st. So many good tracks build and evolve like acts in play, each one telling its own story or contributing to the album's overall narrative. The attention to detail is staggering, from the soaring operatic vocals to the crushing riffs and thunderous drums. What I love about opera is how it evokes such powerful emotions. It's not just heavy for the sake of being heavy. It's deeply emotional, with themes of struggle, triumph, and humanity's darker impulses. It's the kind of album that demands your full attention from start to finish. And when you give it that, it rewards you with an experience that, you know, feels immersive and profound. Few bands can pull off this level of sophistication and intensity, in my opinion. But Flesh God Apocalypse does it flawlessly here. And it's so damn good. Flesh God Apocalypse Opera. So next up is Ara and the album Aya. This is a breathtaking piece of atmospheric black metal blending melodic beauty with raw intensity in a way that feels effortless. From the very first note, the album transports you to a vast icy landscape with sweeping compositions that evoke the majesty and isolation of alpine peaks. Ara has an incredible gift for creating immersive atmospheres, and on Aya, they're taken to a new fucking heights, metaphorically and literally. What I love about this album is how alive it feels. The melodies are elegant and intricate, weaving through the relentless black metal instrumentation like rivers cutting through mountains. Those vocals, all those vocals are so high pitched, I absolutely love it. It's a delicate balance of aggression and refinement with moments of blistering speed giving way to passages of haunting introspection. The production is crystal clear, but retains enough rawness to keep the music grounded in the genre's roots, and the performances are stunning across the board. There's also a deeply emotional quality to Aya that sets it apart. The music conveys both the awe-inspiring beauty and the unforgiving harshness of nature, capturing a sense of triumph and tragedy in equal measure. But it's not just an album you listen to, it's an experience that resonates on a fucking deeper level, and I fucking love this. This album cost a fortune to fucking get, don't get me wrong, but I'm so glad I brought it. Every time I listen to it, I feel like I'm uncovering something new, a hidden detail in the melodies, a subtle shift in atmosphere that keeps me coming back for more. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful album. And now, my favorite album of the year. You cheeky fuckers have probably seen it here and know, ooh, I know what it is. Well, you do know, but it's OPETH, The Last Will and Testament. Holy shit, OPETH has always been a band that bridges the gap between beauty and at times brutality. And The Last Will and Testament is one of their finest examples of this duality. The album is sprawling, progressive. It's a masterpiece. I'm going to say it's a masterpiece. It's filled with intricate compositions and moments of haunting emotion. I've played this album countless times since it was released in October, I think. It's an album that takes its time, allowing each track to unfold like a story full of twists and turns that keep you fully engaged. What I love most about this record is how seamlessly it moves between light and darkness. The acoustic passages are delicate and melancholic, creating a sense of intimacy. I mean, come on. You got Paragraph 4. Paragraph 4 is absolutely amazing with those flutes. While the heavier sections hit with devastating power, it's a testament to OPETH's mastery of dynamics. It's my favorite album of the year, no fucking doubt, where no note or moment feels out of place. The transitions are so natural that you hardly notice the shift from a gentle melody to a crushing riff. It all flows like a single, continuous thought. And Mikhail Akoval's vocals on this are fucking fantastic. Love his death growls, love his beautiful clean vocals, and the lyrics add another layer to the depth of the album, exploring themes of mortality, loss and introspection, all about talking about the will, the last will and testament. They feel deeply personal on this, almost like the band is sharing a piece of themselves with the listener. This emotional honesty combined with the sheer brilliance of songwriting makes The Last Will and Testament an album you can lose yourself in fucking completely. You lose yourself in completely. It's not just a collection of songs. It's a fucking journey, a fucking story, a concept album with so much emotion on it. And it'll take, this album's addictive. You just want to listen to it over and over and over and over again. But yeah, OPETH, The Last Will and Testament is my favorite album of 2024. Fucking hell, look at all this. Look at all... Wait, I'm just gonna move it. Look at all that. My God, yeah. So many albums, so many fucking albums. They were my favorites since 2024. Now, there's a few albums that I wanted to put on, but I just, if I buy it, I'll put it on. If I don't buy it, well, yeah. So I did order Ireton Kinship. That didn't come. Ireton Kinship is an incredible album that would have made it on high up on my list. I love Ireton. And I would have put Infestus in Sangwung, which was a black metal album that sounded very similar to Shining. And I fucking love Infestus in Sangwung, but I couldn't get it because it wouldn't deliver in Australia. And I would also put Funeral Procession as well, their latest album. That was an incredible album, but I couldn't get it. Apparently they don't ship to Australia. And I would have also... What other band would I put on? Tetra. Heart Withered Standing. I would have put that on as well. But that hasn't come yet. Because I ordered it in December. And, postage is so fucking long here in Australia. But yeah, we're on the other side of the world. Let me know in the comments below your favourite metal albums of the year. Do you agree or disagree with my opinion? Keep the discussion going in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the next one.